Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for 10 News at 6. I'm Jessica Jewell. A decades-old ban on assault weapons in California has been overturned by a federal judge. The ruling compares an AR-15 to a Swiss Army knife. Assault weapons were banned in the state since 1989, but U.S. District Judge Roger Benitez rules it violates the Second Amendment. Many gun control advocates are up in arms.
Frankly, the wording in that ruling sounds like it's taken directly from an email or a memo written by the National Rifle Association.
We can support the Second Amendment, but we can also do more for gun safety. People are going to die because of this ruling.
AR-15 style rifles were used in numerous mass shootings, including at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh and the school shootings in Parkland and Sandy Hook. 2 people are dead and 2 are hurt after an overnight shooting in Indianapolis. Officials say it happened outside a bar just as the victims were leaving, and 1 died at the scene. The other 2 victims are reportedly in stable condition. Police have not made any arrests and are investigating the motive. A passenger plane went off the runway at Reagan National Airport Friday night. The plane landed from Denver and eventually came to a stop in a grassy area. More than 150 passengers and 6 crew members were aboard the plane. Airport authority says no one was hurt. An investigation is underway. While the nation continues to trend in the right direction in the COVID pandemic, the CDC is stepping up its efforts to get teens vaccinated. The agency's head says she's deeply concerned with a rise in COVID hospitalizations among teens, which jumped between March and April. A new study shows in the first quarter of this year, nearly a third of 12 to 17-year-olds hospitalized with COVID were admitted to intensive care, and 5% were put on a ventilator.
Cases come down. People who are not vaccinated are more vulnerable. That is a product of more sticky variants and some relaxation of the actual mitigation measures, meaning we're putting kids into group activities but not wearing masks.
Experts say severe COVID illness is still rare among children, but doctors recommend children continue wearing masks indoors. The first cruise ship leaving Venice since the pandemic began departed today amid protests demanding the ship be rerouted. Protesters say cruise ships erode the city's foundations, ruining the fragile architecture, keeping it intact. Cruise business supports about 4,000 jobs in the city. We're just hours away from the Ironman triathlon, and volunteers are working out the final touches. The race director says his boots-on-the-ground team arrived last Sunday. Now they're working on the final technical setup to host live streams of the race at River's Edge Sports Complex tomorrow. He says shipments arrived on time, with 4 semis lugging the fuel needed for the athletes.
All those shipments are all, for the athletes come race day, whether it's on the course or here at the venue, the water and the Gatorade and all their nutrition and stuff on course. So
to see up-to-date information on road closures related to the race, he suggests following their map on the Waze app.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
The temperatures running much warmer today and seeing a lot of sunshine, just a few clouds in the sky as we look to our Roanoke-Blacksburg Regional Airport this evening. Also going to be nice if you plan to get outside. Our temperatures are mostly in the 80s, but look at how close we are to the 90s. Many of us, especially east of the Parkway, reaching into the low 90s just a short time ago. 88 currently in Roanoke. Back towards Wytheville, 76 degrees, 10 degrees warmer currently in Hot Springs. For this evening, if you plan on heading out, again, it's going to be a very great evening to do so. We're in the lower 80s right around 9 p.m. into the mid 70s around 11. By tomorrow morning, our temperatures are going to be running close to where we have been, reaching into the 60s for many. However, keep in mind, this is about 10 degrees warmer than we should be for this time of year, but it's certainly going to be feeling nice, especially with that lower humidity. Future tracker right around 8 a.m. for your Sunday. Things are looking quiet, but then we head towards lunchtime and some showers are beginning to form, especially if you live west of the Parkway. At that point, it is very isolated, going to be becoming a little bit more widespread heading over the next few hours. Right around 5 p.m. we're holding on to those. So tomorrow you want to make sure that you keep your umbrella handy, have a rain jacket handy, because we will continue to see this even heading into the evening hours. Notice a lot of the rain for tomorrow is definitely going to be focused west of the Parkway. However, that does not rule out any rain in areas like Lynchburg, even back towards maybe Halifax County. Something we'll keep a close eye on on. As of right now, the severe threat is low, but that could change, and of course, we'll keep you updated. Right around lunchtime for your Monday, we will continue to see another round of rain getting fired up, maybe a little bit more widespread than what we see for our Sunday. As for temperatures tomorrow, they will be reaching into the lower 90s and some 80s out there, so very similar to what we saw today. So yes, another hot day on the way for your Sunday. Temperatures, though, from there will be cooling back down into the 80s. We will be in the a 50% chance for some rain on Tuesday, and look at that rain chance. It just sticks with us for the rest of your work week. Temperatures holding steady in the 80s for much of the next few days. Jessica?
Delaney, thank you. 40 years ago today, the first cases of AIDS were reported in the U.S. An event was organized at the National AIDS Memorial Park in San Francisco to honor the 700,000 Americans who have died of the virus. It's claimed more than 32 million lives globally. Although medical advancements have drastically changed to combat it, there is still no cure. Tonight on 10 News at 11, the Humble Hustle is back, chalking it up with encouraging messages. Why this year was more impactful for spreading positivity in the Star City. That is all the time we have for now. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you back here tonight at 11.